Hello, welcome back. You're watching the Jersey City Show. I'm enjoying my coffee that I brew myself here in the morning. What's the first thing I turn on when I get to the studio? First time I put the heat on. I gotta get the heat on my plant over there. I want to find my little heater just to heat that plant. I put the heaters on, I put the gas heater on, I get things nice and toasty for the kids when they get here, and then I put the coffee on. And this baby's about 3 hours old, but I'm used to old coffee. At least it's hot. Usually I get to drink really cold coffee. The pedestrian safety bill was passed, I think, in 2011 here in New Jersey. It's nowhere where you see somebody standing in a crosswalk. We have to come to a stop in our cars. They're revisiting that, and they're going to rework it. Really, the whole thing is we should all have responsibility when we're in the street. Not just me driving a car, the dumbasses that just walk out in the street, and the dumbasses on bikes. Now listen, I know the cyclists are all going to get upset about this, but too bad, because 98% of you are dumbasses on bikes. You know, the penalty right now, if I hit a pedestrian or some daredevil on a bicycle, I'm at fault. I'm the one that's in trouble. It's my insurance company, because that dumbass pedestrian that's watching this or reading this text or talking on the phone or listening to their music, or who the hell knows what they're doing with their smartphone, they just walk out. Now, the idea of the public safety thing was, you keep people in cross. Remember cross at the green, not in between? Well, that went waste. I don't know what happened to that. Nobody does that anymore. Going down Central Avenue or Palisade Avenue in Jersey City, I'm in the Heights. It's almost like a ninja training course here. It's like one of those old, like, shooting gallery things, a video game where things would just pop up and you had to shoot this person, don't shoot the good guy, shoot the bad guy. That's what it is. It happens. It's a daily occurrence now. Some dumbass is stepping out in the street like they're made of iron, or they're Iron Man or something like that, or some daredevil. I had a kid in a bike. Well, I don't want to say it was an adult. He actually cut off my car on Central Avenue on a bicycle. He got cut in front of me and behind the car in front of me. Now, if either one of us didn't notice this dumbass, he's a statistic. You know who's at fault? Probably me or the guy in front of me, because this dumbass decided to cut in between us on Central Avenue. Like I said, it's a daily occurrence. If you drive, you know what I'm talking about. There has to be some kind of equal responsibility. Now, I'm not saying, there's no penalty for hitting somebody in the street. But, I got pretty good reflexes. And I'm telling you, there's some real close calls with people. They just walk out. They got, they got the earbud things on, or they're reading the text. They're friggin' mindless. It's like, smartphone zombies out there. And it's the same way with the people on the cars, on the bikes rather. Where, as the driver, you shouldn't be wholly responsible for everything that happens, because there's only so much you can do humanly possible when your other humans are a bunch of dumbasses. They'll just step out there in the street, after between cars. I had a dumbass, again, double parking. We need to crack down on that. There's a van double park making deliveries, I think at the Rite Aid on Central Avenue. So you got to go around him. Now, keep Central Avenue is one lane each way, so yeah, you got to go into oncoming traffic. The guy in front of me, for that matter, is trying to get around the van, and somebody walks right out from the van. So this guy's trying to go around the van, and this person walks out in front of the van. Now, fortunately, the guy stopped. I stopped, not hitting him. But if either one of us hit this guy, it was like a chain reaction thing, we're the one at fault because of these dummies. So now they're revisiting this bill, the Pedestrian Safety Act, to lessen some of the penalties. The fault shouldn't be on the driver. If you're in a crosswalk, we've got to abide by that. And we always did. Why the hell do we always need these laws? I've been driving since way before I should have drove, since I was like 12 years old. Had my first car when I was 12 years old. Going on from the 70s to the 80s to the 90s, 2000s, it wasn't like, there was bodies piled up on a sidewalk from people getting hit by cars. We used common sense. We used to be able to just cross effing Journal Square, which is almost a feat in itself, without getting hit by cars. Now you got to stop, you got the stoplights, you got the sign, you got countdown clocks. And nobody pays attention to the countdown crosswalk, because first, as soon as it goes to zero, there's like another 10, 15-second lag there. But I applaud these lawmakers we have in Trenton, because they're down here twice a week anyway doing something, to rework that, because it shouldn't be your responsibility for the other people's stupidity. Do the best you can, control your car, but if some dumbass walks in front of you, what are you going to do? All right, we're going to break for commercial. You're watching the Jersey City Show. I'll be right back.